Well, good afternoon or good morning, I guess, everyone. Thank you so much for being here out at the Shadyside Lake Area Park off of Alexandria Pike. We're here today to celebrate and begin anew with some new playground equipment that we were able to get in just recently. And as you can see, we got a lot of participants already behind us that are enjoying it. These young folks are part of our summer camp here at the City of Anderson Park Department, so we welcome them. Happy they're here. I'd like to thank all the department heads that came today and all the assistants and all the employees. Thank you so much for being here. A little bit about this real quick. About a year ago, maybe a little bit less, Park Board President Betty Williams and myself and Leela Kelly and David Ikes had occasion to go to the National Park Recreation Association meeting in, I think it's in Phoenix, wasn't it? And while we were there, we were looking at some various playground equipment that they had on display. And we were really excited about the possibility of being able to get a grant that would allow us to acquire some of this playground equipment at a lesser price than normally would be expected. And so we made an application for that grant, and Jama Donovan, who is here also. Jama, thank you for being here, who was our park superintendent at the time. Give her a hand. Jama helped us apply for that, and we were awarded the grant. And when we received it, we decided we were going to try to get enough playground equipment to be able to do 3 major parks here in the city. As you probably know, a lot of times when we do things, it goes a little slower than you anticipate because of either supply chain or financing issues and so forth. So we're really fortunate to be able to get enough grant money and also put together enough money from both our Parks Department as well as through our Board of Works to be able to buy 3 pieces of equipment at about a 40% discount from what it would have been if we'd have been buying it at just straight retail. And we were able to put in new parks. I think most of you have been to them. New park equipment over at Warren Miller Park, formerly known as Fairview, and also at Jackson Street Park. And this is our last park that we've been able to put this equipment in. And the equipment was purchased from a manufacturer by the name of Playtime. And the people that installed it was a company by the name of May & May out of Bloomington. And these guys did a great job. I'm going to have Tom come up in a minute and talk about some of the trials and tribulations they had while they were doing all this. But we were really proud to be able to get these 3 parks all installed this year. I think we got the equipment in, part of the equipment in starting in February. And then we were able, as soon as the weather broke, able to start putting them in. And this was the last park that we were able to do this. So we're very proud of that. We're proud that you guys are all here today. We continue to try to upgrade all of our parks. We've probably upgraded about 27, 28, I guess, in the last 7 years with some features, one or another. And we've been really fortunate to be able to put a lot of money into the parks. And as you can see from the kids, they certainly enjoy it. We try to create memories for all these young folks that live here. And we think this is going to really add to this particular area, which is really a favorite area for a lot of folks. We have a lot of hiking out here, fishing. We have bobbers right down the street from us. We're in the process of upgrading that facility as well. So we're very proud. And I just want to thank all of you guys for being here. But this time I'd like to go ahead and introduce our Park Board President, Betty Williams. Betty, why don't you come on up and say a few words.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? All right. First of all, isn't this wonderful? Come on, let's hear it. Look at the children, the adults, and everybody that can really enjoy the parks. It's our quality of life that we strive for to improve and have fun and make it what the park should be. I thank the board, Jack Kiesling and Kenny Davenport and Randy McVeigh, who are part of the Parks Board, for all of their efforts and commitments to the City of Anderson's Park and Rec. We appreciate all of you all. Make sure that you use the parks. Tell all your neighbors and your family and your friends to come out to Warren Miller, to Jackson, and to this Shadyside. Thank you, and God bless you all.
I'd also like to acknowledge and thank, we have Joe Newman, our 6th District City Council person here. Joe, thank you for being here. And Lance Stevenson, our 1st District City Council representative. These folks are always supportive of what we try to do in the administration for quality of life. So thank you guys for being here today. So now I'd like to have our maintenance superintendent, Tom Tackett, come up and say a few words about the installation. I know I came out to this particular park, I think 2 or 3 times, and met with the folks that were installing it, and they're doing a great job. It's really a family-owned business, and you could tell they had a lot of passion about what they were doing. They just weren't here installing some equipment, but they were doing it with the thought towards trying to make a better place for children. So it was really neat to be able to talk to these guys. But Tom Tackett, come on up.
Thank you, Mayor. Welcome, everybody, and it's a pleasure seeing everyone here today. It's just fantastic that the mayor and the Board of Works and Jama, welcome, glad to have you, together afforded us the opportunity to purchase this playground equipment and upgrade this facility as well as the other 2. Thank you, sir. This particular playground is twice the size as the one we took out, and it has many amenities that the other one didn't have, such as swings. So we've offered a lot more climbing ability, a lot more slides. We're at over 5,500 square feet of play surface area, which is a lot. And the swings, we got adaptive swings. We got 5 to 12 an adult, and then we've got the expression swings. So this layout here is called a Superscape. It has helix towers in it, has all kinds of climbing ability for the youth, which they love, as you know. So this ought to be just well received with the public, in my opinion, and I'm sure it is in yours too. But thanks for the opportunity again, Mayor, and May & May was one of the best installers I've ever dealt with in 28 years, so I'm going to keep them on board again if we can. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Tom. I also should note that one of the pieces of equipment here, we did keep a couple of the not original, but some of the equipment that we didn't replace every bit of it. There was a couple of little bouncy pieces of equipment that we kept that the kids love to play on. But on top of that, Kyle Noon and his wife Danielle, about 3 years or so ago, had donated a piece of equipment in the memory of an infant child that passed at the time of birth, and they have an organization called Frederick's Friends, and so they installed a piece of equipment here in his memory, and we kept that as well. So we thank Kyle and Danielle for allowing us to be able to continue their son's memory by using this equipment. So again, I want to thank everybody. So what we're going to do now is make it very official. As you can see, it's already pretty official, but we're going to go ahead and really make it official and cut a ribbon and ask everybody out there that would like to come and join us to help us cut the ribbon, and then we'll watch the kids play. So thank you very much for being here, guys. If you don't mind, 3, 2, 1. All right.